Life's tragedy is that we get old too soon and wise too late. You may delay, but time will not. We are all born ignorant, but one must work hard to remain stupid. Do not anticipate trouble or worry about what may never happen. Keep in the sunlight. Energy and persistence conquer all things. It takes many good deeds to build a good reputation, and only one bad one to lose it. A small leak will sink a great ship. Lost time is never found again. Honesty is the best policy. In this world, nothing can be said to be certain except death and taxes. Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. A penny saved is a penny earned. By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. Never confuse motion with action. Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I may remember. Involve me and I learn. The proud hate pride in others. Content makes poor men rich, discontent makes rich men poor. He that can have patience can have what he will. Well done is better than well said. Do not squander time, for that is the stuff life is made of. There are 3 things extremely hard: steel, a diamond, and to know oneself. Beware of little expenses. A small leak will sink a great ship. Diligence is the mother of good luck. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. He that would fish must venture his bait. There never was a good war or a bad peace. A slip of the foot you may soon recover, but a slip of the tongue you may never get over. Where liberty dwells, there is my country. Whoever would overthrow the liberty of a nation must begin by subduing the freeness of speech. If you would know the value of money, go and try to borrow some, for he that goes a-borrowing goes a-sorrowing. He that is of the opinion money will do everything may well be suspected of doing everything for money. Speak ill of no man, but speak all the good you know of everybody. Industry need not wish. If a man could have half of his wishes, he would double his troubles. He that would live in peace and at ease must not speak all he knows, nor judge all he sees. The doors of wisdom are never shut. Who is wise? He that learns from everyone. Who is powerful? He that governs his passions. Who is rich? He that is content. Who is that? Nobody. Hide not your talents. They for use were made. What's a sundial in the shade? If passion drives you, let reason hold the reins. How few there are who have courage enough to own their faults, or resolution enough to mend them. The Constitution only gives people the right to pursue happiness. You have to catch it yourself. A place for everything, everything in its place. While we may not be able to control all that happens to us, we can control what happens inside us. It is easier to prevent bad habits than to break them. He that can have patience can have what he will. One today is worth 2 tomorrows. Whatever is begun in anger ends in shame. Be at war with your vices, at peace with your neighbors, and let every new year find you a better man. To succeed, jump as quickly at opportunities as you do at conclusions. Without continual growth and progress, such words as improvement, achievement, and success have no meaning. When you're finished changing, you're finished. He that is good for making excuses is seldom good for anything else. Wise men don't need advice. Fools won't take it. Men of age object too much, consult too long, adventure too little, repent too soon, and seldom drive business home to the full period. When there is so much to be done for yourself, your family, your country, and your world, why should any man waste his time in tears? If you would be wealthy, think of saving as well as getting. Old boys have their playthings, as well as young ones. The difference is only in the price. To lengthen thy life, lessen thy meals. By diligence and patience the mouse bit into the cable. In the affairs of this world, men are saved, not by faith, but by the want of it. Experience keeps a dear school, but fools will learn in no other. Life is a kind of chess, with struggle, competition, good and ill events. There are no gains without pains. Justice will not be served until those who are unaffected are as outraged as those who are. Right injuries in dust, benefits in marble. 'Tis easy to see, hard to foresee. There are 3 faithful friends, an old wife, an old dog, and ready money. I didn't fail the test. I just found 100 ways to do it wrong. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. If you would be loved, love, and be lovable. Glass, china, and reputation are easily cracked and never well mended. Anger is never without a reason, but seldom with a good one. Wish not so much to live long as to live well. To be humble to superiors is duty, to equals courtesy, to inferiors nobleness. He that has once done you a kindness will be more ready to do you another than he whom you yourself have obliged. 'Tis a great confidence in a friend to tell him your faults, greater to tell him his. To find out a girl's faults, praise her to her girlfriends. He that composes himself is wiser than he that composes books. It is as truly folly for the poor to ape the rich, as for the frog to swell, in order to equal the ox. Take time for all things, great haste makes great waste. The way to be safe is never to be secure. He that riseth late must trot all day. Search others for their virtues, thyself for thy vices. Eat to please thyself, but dress to please others. To err is human, to repent divine, to persist devilish. Employ thy time well, if thou meanest to gain leisure. He that lives upon hope will die fasting. The best way to see faith is to shut the eye of reason. A good conscience is a continual Christmas. The most trifling actions that affect a man's credit are to be regarded. He that hath a trade hath an estate, he that hath a calling hath an office of profit and honor. Trust and caution are the parents of security. Those who would give up essential liberty to purchase a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety. It is the first responsibility of every citizen to question authority. All mankind is divided into 3 classes: those that are immovable, those that are movable, and those that move. One man may be more cunning than another, but not more cunning than everybody else. He that falls in love with himself will have no rivals. To the generous mind, the heaviest debt is that of gratitude, when it is not in our power to repay it. If you do what you should not, you must bear what you would not. If you know how to spend less than you get, you have the philosopher's stone. If you want to know a man, make him angry. It is easier to prevent bad habits than to break them. If you live on hope, you will die on an empty stomach. If you want to be rich, think of both saving and profit. Seek the virtues of others and your own faults. A small mistake will result in great shame. He who wants to destroy the freedom of a nation should begin by destroying freedom of speech. Beware of small expenses, for a small leak can sink a great ship. Failure to prepare for failure is planning for failure. Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Honesty is the best policy. Patience can achieve anything it wants. A job well done is better than a word well spoken. Don't waste time, for life is made up of that thing we call time. An investment in knowledge brings the highest interest.